sun.
Alright, ready? Hey there.
Can you not do that?
Yeah, just
Like after I clap.
okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Hey there, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy Heroes video. I'm Zuko.
And I'm Exum.
And this is the High Ground. Alright guys, so again, we're back in our beautiful new studio that we built. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys like, the way that it looks and seeing us on camera. So today's video is going to be something that, we first introduced back, I think it was in January. And it's a topic that we want to revisit. We've gotten a lot of requests, people asking about it. And we apologize for the lengthy delay, but we're going to be bringing back Toon Factory.
Yes.
So, Toon Factory is, our series that we created, that we create characters that we want to see in the game, we make their kits, and hopefully, you guys are enjoying what we're creating. So, what we chose to do today is, a character that has been requested a lot of people were asking about him, they all wanted to come into the game. So what we chose to do is Jango Fett. What's great about Jango Fett is that, with all the stuff going around, with bounty hunters right now, with, boss coming into the game and all the reworks that they all got, we thought it'd be a great time for the devs, to introduce Jango Fett into the game, something that a lot of, the community is dying to see in the game. So what we chose to do is, they didn't put him in the game, let us create him.
Yeah.
So we created him. Hopefully you guys like this kit. It's a little intricate, it's intense, but hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah, with the Bounty Hunter Reworks that we're going around, we were kind of like, oh, why didn't Cad Bane or Sam get a rework? And that's probably because they're saving them for the day that they finally, hopefully, introduce Jango Fett.
Yeah.
So we've gone ahead, we've made the kit, we have it written out, and we're going to read it to you. So, Jango Fett, he's a dark side character, he's Mandalorian, he's a bounty hunter, a scoundrel, and a support character. His basic is called Double Tap. So, deal physical damage to target enemy and attack a second time, dealing 50% less damage. If the target is a Jedi, remove damage penalty for the second hit and attack a third time, dealing 50% less damage. And with a 50% chance to inflict speed down.
So with this ability, we really wanted to reiterate how deadly of a character, Jango Fett is to all Jedi. So what's great is that he kind of keeps something like with Boba Fett where they attack twice. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to make it a little bit of a stronger punch if he's attacking a Jedi. So he'll attack a second time and a third time. Yes, a third time is 50% less damage, but to make sure that we're reiterating that we want him against Jedi to, be kind of deadly.
Yeah, because realistically, the only time we see Jango Fett in any of the films is in Episode 2, when he's mainly fighting the Jedis. Like he's fighting Obi-Wan or Mace Windu. So we really tried to, make the character up to the movie standards, try to represent him the way he was in the film, because we find that to be very important when all these new characters are introduced in the game. We really love when the characters are represented the way they were in a TV show or in a book or in a movie.
Yeah, that's extremely important to us. It's a good thing that he's noting. So hopefully you guys see that correlation with our kid and with the character in real life. Alright, so his next one is his first special. This one is called Z6 Jetpack Rocket. Deal physical damage to all enemies and remove 50% terror meter that cannot be resisted. This includes Darth Vader. Darth Vader has now something in his kit that he cannot be. You can't reduce his turn meter. You can't take away turn meter. This will take away turn meter from Darth Vader as well. Jango ascends and hovers above the battlefield, unable to take damage for 2 turns. So this is something that we debated, we went back and forth. This is a new mechanic that will be entered into the game, but we really, really like it in the sense that he's really the one you see flying around when he's fighting, especially when he fights, Obi-Wan. Yeah. So we wanted him to be able to show that, for him to fly up in the middle of the game, kind of like Boba Fett does, but instead he stays up there, looking over the battlefield. Nobody can attack him for 2 turns until he falls right back down. Yeah,
just give him a little unique thing that he has in his kit, make him something different. And then this special has a Zeta.
Yes, it does.
And we read it with the Zeta. The Zeta adds remove 50% turn meter that cannot be resisted.
Exactly.
The next special 2, is called Flamethrower. So we know he uses a flamethrower. You see it when he fights Mace Windu on the balcony with Count Dooku in Episode 2. And this is called Flamethrower.
Yes, it is. Thank you for saying that twice.
So deal special damage to all enemies and inflict burn, ability block, and dispel all buffs on all enemies. So it's a pretty powerful attack, but I think it really fits the whole flamethrower, inflicting burn, ability block, stuff like that, dispelling the buffs.
What it really does is it takes two great characters, two abilities that they have. You have one in base and you have one in R2, and it combines it.
Yeah.
So he's inflicting burn, which
Along
is a
with
great
Boba
debuff.
Fett.
Exactly. So it's fantastic that you're inflicting burn. Burn is a great debuff, but also what's really cool is that you're removing all of these buffs on the enemy, and on top of that, you're inflicting ability block and you're inflicting burn. Jesus. Which, again, two great debuffs. We think that this is a really cool special.
Yeah, I think this character, while we were making the kit, he kind of became like a chess piece.
Yes.
I think when we originally started, we were like, oh, let's make him an attacker like Boba Fett, but we really started to see how much of a support character he is. So something like this doesn't have to do a crazy amount of damage, but just putting ability block out there, burn out there, and removing buffs is a really important move that can help control the battle.
Exactly.
So the next one
is leadership, and it is called the template. Okay, so that is talking about him being obviously the clone template. So all clones and bounty hunter allies except Jango Fett are stealth for 2 turns at the beginning of the encounter, and Jango Fett has defense up and cured immunity up for 2 turns. So what we wanted to do here is we wanted him to be the father. We wanted him to be the one who stands in front of everybody else. Everybody else is stealth, so they can't be attacked, and he is taking all the damage. Okay, so we really wanted him to have that fatherly, feel to this leadership ability. So what's really cool about this is that, we all know that nowadays all bounty hunters have contracts. Yeah. So we did include a contract into this. So when Jango Fett is in the leader slot, and not the ally following the contract is active. So the contract is inflict 10 debuffs on any target. So if you're able to inflict 10 debuffs on the opposing team, on an enemy target, you will get a reward. The reward is going to be all enemies have 30% less speed to the end of the encounter, and all bounty hunter allies have their payouts activated when this is activated as well.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really good to try to hinder, the enemy team, so that try to reduce your speed, especially with nowadays, speed is king and everything in this game. It'd be really cool to bring that down a little bit, to be able to help you guys be able to go first, and hopefully help all bounty hunters that are, on his team be able to take over.
And what we thought was important about this contract was we wanted a contract that didn't only help the bounty hunters. We didn't want a contract that gave 30% speed up to bounty hunter allies. If we could affect the other team, then in a way it'll help the clone allies that would be on the field. Because we didn't want to give a contract to clones because that doesn't make sense. But we did want to make his kit to have some synergy with the clones, because we just find that really cool that he's the template for the clones. So that's why we went that route with the contract, with the 30% less speed for the opposing team. So it doesn't matter who you have on the field with him, the other team is going to be affected. Yeah. So the next one we have is the unique number. Well, it's just unique because we don't have a second unique. So the next one we have is the unique, and it's called There Can Be No Mistakes. So if Boba Fett falls below 50% health, Jango Fett gains taunt for 1 turn. And then this ability has a Zeta. And it's if Boba Fett dies before Jango Fett recovers 100% health and he is 100% turn meter. And like we said, that's the Zeta. We really wanted to play up the part that, that's his son, that's the clone that he chose to be modified a certain way so you can kind of raise him as a son, and he never got to be there for him. We can only imagine that he would have been, but in the film you see him be like, Jango, go hide, go take off. He's always kind of shielding him, and that relationship there would have been something strong, we feel, in the Star Wars universe, had it been given a chance to blossom. But it didn't, so in this game, let's give it a little bit of a chance to blossom, and that's...
Exactly, and yeah, it might be a pretty, intense Zeta, but you also have to think, Boba Fett has to be killed twice for this Zeta to be able to take into effect, because obviously, he has that unique buff to himself, the Bounty Hunter's Resolve. So it's a great Zeta, like he said. We think that it gives really Jango Fett that chance that he never really had to be the father, for Boba Fett. Now, following along with all bounty hunters, we're going to talk about Jango Fett's payout. So when Jango Fett receives a reward from a contract, he also gains the following payout. Contracts are granted by certain bounty hunter leader abilities. So his payout is Jango Fett gains 10% turn meter every time a bounty hunter ally takes damage until the end of the encounter. So we really like this idea because, we've been reiterating throughout this entire video, he can be put with clones and he can be put, with bounty hunters as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty cool to try to mix up a couple of bounty hunters, put Boba Fett with him and stuff like that. So every time that anybody that is a bounty hunter takes any type of damage, he's constantly getting turn meter. It's something like
it
becomes like Stormtrooper Han. Every time that he takes damage, you're getting turn meter.
Yeah.
So
kind of like a reverse on it, because Stormtrooper Han is like if he takes damage, he allies take it. So it was cool. It was just giving you a way to like, okay, if you didn't want to run it with the clones, there's more of an incentive to run it with the bounty hunters, stuff like that. We wanted to give him kind of flexibility. That's what we really went for with this whole kit. And yeah, that's our Jango Fett.
That's Jango Fett, guys. So we hope that you guys enjoy it. We hope that he did it justice, because we know that this is a character that all of you guys have been dying for and been screaming at the developers for. So we became the developers and we developed this character for you. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video.
Yeah, we're excited to bring you guys more Toon Factory coming up.
Yes.
As you guys can see, we're back. And you see that we're in a new place, and we're excited to bring you guys more content.
This is
especially now as the summer is starting and school has finished. So thank you guys for watching. We're here at the High Ground, and we'll see you guys next one. Please like and subscribe.
Comment down below.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
You underestimate my power!
Don't try it! High ground! You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them! High ground! I loved you! High ground! High ground. It's not the high ground way. I mean the Jedi way. You know what I'm saying. I'm saying I've beaten you, and I'm on the high ground, so... High ground!